Good afternoon, Deltona residents. This is your mayor, Santiago Avila Jr. I'm here with the commissioners and city staff. We're here to give you a live update of Hurricane Idalia. And if I can have City Manager Glenn Whitcomb please come up to the podium.
Thank you, Mayor. This afternoon we have the Mayor Avila, we have Vice Mayor Bradford, we have Commissioner Vasquez, we have Commissioner Jody Lee, and additional staff here. So what I wanted to do was update the City of Deltona residents on the storm event that we had last night. I'm going to be asking other staff members, the Fire Chief, Chief Snyder, and the Public Works Director, Phyllis Wallace, to come forth and give a update of those departments of Public Works, Deltona Water, Fire Department, etc. Yesterday, we activated a citizens information line here at City Hall. We did that at 10 o'clock yesterday morning. We did some other preparations for the storm itself. At 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, we did a partial activation of the EOC. We had the departments represented here at that time was the Fire Department, Public Works, along with Deltona Water. We had the Volusia County Sheriff's Department was here. We also had some staff members from our Planning and Development division to man the phones to help answer the citizens information line. And today we have opened City Hall up at noon, so we're in full swing. Normal operations have resumed, so I want to let everybody know that. We've been keeping the internet updated, the city's website, through this event. Luckily, we dodged a bullet. Thank goodness for that. We have a great staff here that we worked together last night and got through it, and we were prepared. We were ready to go for whatever happened. So I wanted to call out the staff and thank the staff for that. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do it. We wouldn't be able to do what we do. So I appreciate that. So now what I would like to do is turn it over to the Fire Chief, Chief Snyder, to discuss the fire operations that we had last night. Chief?
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. So just a quick update on the storm as well. Hurricane Idalia made landfall yesterday, or this morning rather, in the Cedar Key area of the Big Bend part of Florida. It came ashore as a Category 4 hurricane with winds of around 130 miles an hour. We were fortunate here in Deltona as the hurricane stayed further west, or enough west, that we only experienced minor storm conditions here in the city. At city's facilities where we were monitoring the storm, we experienced maximum wind gusts of approximately of approximately 37 miles per hour and maximum rainfall of about 2.1 inches. The worst of the storm has passed us now, but we should still expect gusty wind squalls until about 5 to 7 p.m. this evening as the outer bands pass through. Please be aware of your surroundings if you're out in the community. Treat all power lines as if they are alive. Also be mindful that the winds may have weakened the trees or the power lines and they could fall without warning. If you do happen to run into any flooded areas, please do not drive through any flooded areas or even walk through any flooded areas, as there may be power lines down or other hazards that you cannot see underneath the water. Here in the Emergency Operations Center, the fire department as well as the other departments here in the city manned the operations center. Again, we opened at 3 and we are closing today at noon, which we are actually closed at this point. During that time, we monitored the storm, monitored different conditions, and prepared for any possible conditions that we had. We also had several city staff members around the city manning fire engines, public works people in our fire stations and in our public works facilities ready to go out should there have been any water main breaks or any other public work issues like trees across roadways or things such as that. City Hall is open now and is open for normal operations. Just a few phone numbers. City Hall's phone number, if you should need to call, is 386-878-8100. Our Citizens Information Center is still operational and will be till 5 o'clock tonight. That number is 386-878-8510. For any non-emergency operations or needs of the police and fire department, you can call the non-emergency line to our dispatch center at 386-252-4911. And of course, if it's an emergency, you want to call 911. Power issues, if you run into any power lines down or the power's out to your area, you can call Florida Power and Light at 1-800-468-8243, or you can call Duke Energy at 800-777-9898. If there's any need for Public Works or the Water Department, during normal operations, during 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, you can call them at 386-878-8950. And after hours, you can call them at 386-736-5999. Also, trash around the city is under normal operations, so trash pickup will be as scheduled. No changes in that. Volusia County Schools was closed today, and the school board will be monitoring throughout the day to see if they're going to open up for Thursday or tomorrow. So please monitor the Volusia County website, Volusia County Schools website, for openings of the schools when they're going to open, which will most likely be tomorrow. With that, I'd just like to say that there's an old saying in the fire department that we prepare for the worst and hope for the best, and I believe that's what we did here in the city, and for the most part, that's pretty much what happened here over the last 24 hours. With that, I would like to introduce Phyllis Wallace, who is our Public Works Director.
Thank you, Chief. Being vertically short, I noticed that Commissioner McCool was not introduced, so Commissioner McCool is here today as well. Just wanted to acknowledge that. Today, building, code, and fire staff are being deployed to do damage assessment throughout the city. We are hopeful we won't see much damage out there. We didn't get any calls over the evening hours of damages or calls for help. Parks are being cleared and inspected, and as those are safed up, they will be opening on a rolling time frame. Deltona Water, we have no known impacts. We had some minor power outages, but those were limited to just a few minutes. Everything is operational, including our water plant, wastewater plants, lift stations are all operational. Public Works Stormwater has not identified any problems with our stormwater systems, and teams are being deployed as we speak to conduct inspections to make sure everything is flowing as designed, engineered, and permitted. Traffic, we know of no signals that are out of service at this point, and once again, traffic is on out in the field right now doing inspections of all of our traffic signals as well as signage to determine if there's any signs that have been damaged, need to be replaced, or otherwise straightened up as the wind may have blown them out of alignment. And that is it for Public Works. As the chief and the city manager stated, we prepared for the worst. We didn't get the worst, and operations are back up and running as normal in the city of Deltona. Thank you.
Okay, at this time, I would like to ask the mayor, vice mayor, or any of the commissioners if they would like to speak. Okay, it appears they're good. So we thank the citizens of the city of Deltona for sticking with us and getting through this event, and we will be ready if and when another event happens. Thank you very much. Have a good afternoon.